video is sponsored by Beer 52. Beer 52 is the most popular craft beer discovery club with over 150,000 members that get sent a brand new case of beer every single month. Each month's case has a different theme. Past themes have included beer from New Zealand, South Africa, Korea and all over the USA and Europe. As an independent British company, Beer 52 are passionate about the UK craft beer scene, which they continue to support during this difficult period. If dark beer is not your thing, you can simply choose the light option. Your case will also come with the award-winning beer magazine Ferment and a tasty snack. Don't worry though, if you do change your mind, you can pause or cancel your account at any time. Just go to www.beer52.com/blues to get your first case of 8 beers for just $5.95. That's www.beer52.com/blues. Hello everyone and welcome back to Blues Fans TV. I am Sophie Rose and the wonderful Lewis is with me today, and we are going to do a Sophie versus Lewis, who we think will make top 4 this season, and we're going to do it in order. So, who's going to go first? Do you want to do your top 4 first?
Okay.
We'll have a chart here and a chart here, and you guys can, well, they might even disagree with both of us, you never know. Anyway, carry on.
So what do you want me to do? You want me to straight from 1 to 4?
1 to 4, so
Okay.
top to 4.
First place.
Honest.
No bias on this one, actually. So I'm not going to put Chelsea first, not yet. So that's the first thing I'm going to say. A little spoiler for you guys, but we got a great team, but they also still need to gel, and I'm also taking into account the competition that we have. It will be hard, and I also don't want to put that much pressure on them to say, okay, now we have to win the league. We've made all these signings. No, we don't. Not right now. I just want to see how we do for this season. First place, I'm going to go for Manchester City, only because they didn't win the league last season. I think they're going to come back for this. I think they're going to come back a lot more fiery this season. Guardiola's not going to let them go 2 seasons on the bounce without a title. Plus, there's going to be pressure on him as well, the money that he's spent. Liverpool, I think, will take 2nd place, only because I think it'll still be the same top 2. I think it'll be really tight, but I don't know. It's really hard to try and retain the league title. Only Manchester City have done it. Liverpool do have the team to do it.
And they won the league by a mile.
I just don't really, I don't know, it's something I'm not feeling that they're going to do it. It could really go one or the other, and I know I'm not really giving a great argument for Liverpool to finish 2nd, but I just don't see Manchester City finishing 2nd twice, so I'm going to put Liverpool
I hate Lewis
place.
Now, I don't agree with anything he's saying, but yeah, whatever.
Okay, cool, I want to hear yours later.
Third? Come on.
3rd has to be Chelsea.
Thank
3rd
you for
is
that.
Chelsea. Chelsea could get 2nd or 3rd in this season, I can't even lie, but I'm putting top 2 the same just because it is. Chelsea right now have a team that I think will comfortably finish 3rd place. I don't think we'll be in the top 4. I think we've got brilliant competition across the entire side. Now we're going to be getting in a new goalkeeper as well. I'm really excited for this season. Hell, I'm tempted to push Chelsea 2nd, but I'm going to be a bit calmer on this video, so I'm going to push Chelsea for 3rd place. But there's still going to be progression. I think we're still going to have an amazing season, so it's nothing too bad. 4th place. I think this is where you guys are really going to hate me for this one. I think Tottenham could get 4th place. I really do.
Lewis is fired from the channel.
Sorry guys, like if you're asking for an honest prediction, it's 2nd season Jose Mourinho. We know more than anything how dangerous Jose is in his 2nd season, and he always delivers. Hell, even with all the injuries Tottenham had, he still got 6th place with it. They're underdogs and no one really rates them because they're Tottenham, but I think Jose Mourinho, if Jose Mourinho is as sick as we know him to be, he's going to cancel out the Spurs even that side, as much as I hate to say it.
Listen,
Manchester United haven't got Sancho. Yes.
I know, but listen, well, yeah, but if they do though.
If they do, then I'm going to change it right now.
Yeah.
But until then, I think it's Spurs for top 4.
Listen, I like Mourinho. I will never hate a manager that gave us Premier League titles. I think that's ridiculous. Do I like him doing the 90 minutes he plays Tottenham? Absolutely not. Do I want him to be Tottenham's manager? Disgusting. But I'm never going to slay him like some fans do. I think that's ludicrous. Okay. I respect your opinion.
You don't agree with it, I know that.
But I don't agree with it. Okay, so I'm gonna, you might think this is biased, I'm gonna go with Chelsea to win this season. That is very, very...
That's so bad.
That's very opposite. That's very... Oh, is that bad?
Oh, I've been so bad.
Oh, right. I'm going to be very... I'm going to be very optimistic. I'm going to put a lot of faith in Frank Lampard because I've had a lot of people saying that there's pressure on Frank. There's pressure on Frank. He's made all these signs. He needs to do well. Chelsea is so cutthroat. We could sack him at any moment. And I agree. Chelsea are very, very cutthroat. But in years, not with Conte, not with Mourinho, have I seen us make this much business in one single transfer window. And I think he's got a very good relationship with the board. I think you cannot judge me. I was doing a video yesterday with BT and he was saying that Arteta's a better manager and whatever else. And maybe
he's still pulling this
Yeah,
off.
I know. Maybe statistics say that, but Arsenal's situation last season and ours were very different. We had no transfers. We were playing youth players that have only played, some of them only played Championship before.
All I'm saying is if Lampard took
completely
Chelsea
different.
from 3rd to 4th, he took Arteta took Arsenal from 5th to 8th. I'm just throwing that out.
Yeah, what's like, shut up, like, it's annoying. Anyway, so I'm going to say that yes, we have a lot of players, and I don't want it to be one of those situations where like, so for instance, they sold Gareth Bale at Tottenham, they brought a new load of players in and it didn't pay off.
Dead.
Yeah, they didn't gel together, but I actually think from what we've seen so far, especially in the first friendly match with Ziyech and Werner, that's just one little partnership there. Imagine what it's like when we've got 2 new defenders, we've now got Havertz in there to throw into the mix. I think we're going to be a really, really good team. It might start off a little bit shaky, but I think that once Frank gets the formation right, I think we're going to be a really, really solid team this season. And I put a lot of faith in Frank Lampard, and I think people underestimate what he can do. You don't even know what he can do with new signings. Like, come on. So I'm gonna say, yeah, I think we'll be right up there this season. Then I'm going to go Liverpool. I don't think this season is going to be a clear cut where the one at the top is flying 10 points ahead of everybody else. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think it's going to go right down to the last day. Liverpool obviously always going to be up there. I'm picking Chelsea first and 4, but they'll come second.
I think City are going to finish 3rd.
Yeah. Because I think City, I think there's so much pressure on Pep Guardiola this season that I could have said 4th.
No, it's interesting. I like that.
Nobody's really talking about the pressure on Pep this season, but he hasn't won. He didn't win the Champions League. He hasn't won the Premier League last season with City. I think he's one of those who needs an incredible amount of money to do well. I don't think he'll get fired. I think he'll just leave at the end of the season if he can't win the Premier League. But I don't think they're going to do as well as everybody thinks they are. I think there's too much pressure on him. I think for me, Pep isn't the best manager in the world everybody thinks he is. I think he deals very easy teams. Whether you look at the likes of Mourinho, who doesn't really get credit for this, but he takes teams that are, he even took a Chelsea team at one point that weren't so good, and we won the league. So I think he's got the ability to do that. He won the Champions League with Inter Milan. I think he does a lot of good out there that people don't really give credit for. But he does get a lot of bad press. So yeah, I think Pep has it easy, and I'd be surprised if he didn't struggle this season. In at number 4th then. 4th is very dependent on signings, like you said. I'm not putting Tottenham in there, although I know they're going to be a threat.
I don't blame you for holding the bias.
But what I will say is I'm going to put Man United in there as 4th, provided they get Sancho, because who's the player they've already signed so far this season?
Van der Beek.
Yeah, but I mean, Flex was really excited about him yesterday. I don't know too much. I don't know too much about the player myself. But I do think they will get top 4 this season. I think they've got a lot to prove this season. I think Ollie also really needs to get himself, back into the top 4.
Question though, if they don't get Sancho, who's making top 4?
I don't want to say the name of the team.
You're going to say Spurs as well?
Well, I'm not saying the name of the team, so I'm going with Man United now based on signings, and we'll see how. Don't laugh at me, Connor. The camera's laughing. I'm just, but no, I'm putting faith in this Chelsea team. I know it's not something that's been done before with the new English manager, but that's I'm going to go. No, I also don't think we're going to win it by a mile like Liverpool do. I think it'll be a very tough season. Like I said, I think we're going to have to work really hard in pre-season and in our first few games to get the team to gel well together, because we have got a lot of new signings. We do have the likes of Kante in there to hold the midfield. There's a lot of positives as well to take from our team. So yeah, those are my top 4. I don't like your top 4.
That's my top 4
Maybe
as well.
yours
I know
more
you men are
realistic.
going to butcher me in the comment section, but just take into account what I said. I don't mean everything. It's just right now, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Comment below, guys. Who you label for us your top 4, and maybe we might agree with them more than we agree with ourselves once we look back over it. Anyway, comment below, guys. If you like this video, please click the subscribe button. Today's video was sponsored by Beer52. You can find their link in the description below, and head over to www.beer52.com/blues.